need to do a 1, 2, 3 again.
Yeah, we can.
But
we started again.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Welcome to the Double Dash Jump podcast. This is like the third time recording this now.
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go.
Third, second take.
And I think we'll use the same jokes as before.
No, I don't like them.
No, they never get old.
I'm very serious about these jokes.
Oh, what are you drinking there, Ben? Is that...
Yeah, we can't use the same joke. It's not working.
No.
It's not working out.
Really
We've got to come up with new material.
Right. It will come back.
So hi, my name's Matt.
Oh, hi, I'm Jono.
And I'm Ben.
Okay.
Back from the ashes.
Why am I... I've been here every day.
Yeah, but now we're all back.
You're back.
Yeah.
So you really can't use this joke.
No, I was like, yeah, we can use the same joke. No, we can't.
No,
it's
we
not
can't.
the same.
No, it's really not.
Okay. Well,
so, what's been happening in the world of Double Dash Jump, guys?
We had Trent last week.
Yeah,
he was good.
What's Trent? A thing you walk across?
No. He was good, and he made good jokes. So can you? Okay.
Do I need to turn it down? Or?
No, I'm just.
So
what were you doing last week?
Well, I was lost in the magical realms of Midgar, ploughing through various...
I thought you were going to go, I was ploughing Tifa.
Well, that's...
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear what he's ploughing, because I'm like... Yeah,
it's all... As for any who have played Final Fantasy VII, part of the journey is really when you reach the climax with Tifa...
We had so much Final Fantasy news last week, that was ridiculous.
Yeah, I think the forecast for the news last week was sunny with a chance of cloud.
Look, if you look up now, you can see.
And for our audio listeners, there was nothing.
There was nothing.
There was absolutely.
You guys forgot the intro.
That's what I was saying! And they were like, no.
I
didn't have to do anything.
We said welcome to Double Dash Jump. I said
I'm too good for this.
No, you missed the welcome part.
What do you mean welcome? They were already here.
I was getting at.
You just skipped the welcome part. You went straight to the introduction.
That is the intro. I think they know what they're getting into. They've clicked on like the Facebook and then the YouTube channel and then the video.
So I feel like
that's not a series.
I feel like we should start take 4 now.
Do we really want to?
No. Let's just keep going.
Alrighty. Should we just go welcome?
Yeah.
Well, how about we just go with the news?
Yeah.
Sure. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the greatest show on planet Earth. We're the fine hosts, Sir Matt.
I wish this was vodka right
Sir
now.
Ben drinking vodka straight from the Russian's tea.
Oh God!
it got in there. And I'm Jono. And we also have Axton with us, who you may not see.
I feel like we should have like
they saw him last week. You weren't here.
Oh, yeah.
I missed the...
You missed
I
so
feel
much.
like we need
Well, no, he was in the first episode.
just like
but you didn't see him.
cheer audio.
He's been in every episode.
Yeah, but
for like
you
from
only
a
saw him
TV
last
show,
week.
like a sitcom.
Canned laughter.
Yeah, like canned laughter, and that's you.
Ha ha ha!
Yeah. And the clap.
And the clap.
In the club.
Wait,
If
what?
you ever get
His
the clap watching this show, it's from an accident. Please keep that in mind. So,
Oh Jesus!
what has been happening in the world of entertainmently news?
Well, Xbox rewards program is celebrating 5 years. They're giving away free shit. If you've got Xbox, go check that out.
I mean, you've got an Xbox,
Yeah.
but none of us.
I have an
you have an
Xbox.
He's got
I
5.
have all 3. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Okay. No. All right. So we can talk about this. I was gonna say like
It's not prohibited to talk.
it's not. We are
This
allowed.
is not a PlayStation only podcast. No.
Well, I thought
name
Master Chief
in my
was
presence.
dead for a reason.
No,
but-
that is tis but a scratch.
It's
yeah, it is but
It is the
only a flesh
the
wound.
aftermath of the Alien and Predator masquerade.
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 Were you looking for the word massacre?
Yeah.
Was that what you were trying to go for?
I was looking into Matt's eyes and all I could think of was masquerade.
Hello.
Hello.
You see through my mask.
That was a mask.
Yeah, so there's 11 days left to claim free shit from Xbox, Microsoft. That's at the time of this podcast, which is Sunday, the 20th of December, 2015.
I don't want to be like a negative Nelly or anything, but I feel like this will be finally uploaded about a day left for.
I know, it could be just
thing.
like, it could be like last week, we're like, go check out the free weekend on PlayStation, and then that's still not up.
Yeah, still not.
I mean, people know how to use calculators. They can be like, well, shit, okay, I've missed a day. And maybe,
Did you mean... Alright,
I think he meant calendar.
Yeah.
No, because they could calculate with their calculator how many days they have. I mean, they can use a calendar
Yeah, but
as
all they
an
might
assistance
see
tool.
is uploaded today.
Yeah, and then
Like, oh, it's today.
Yeah, I know, but then they're going to, like, calculate how many days they have left because, okay, obviously, it's not 11 days.
Okay,
but,
well, how about we just say it ends in the new year?
Oh, that is much better.
Yeah, sometime.
I wish we'd been so smart. I wish we had been so right.
I'm so glad this is an intellectual podcast for wisdom
Of
and
the
learning.
highest caliber. We only send these to Oxford. Enough about overdue Xbox rewards. What's next?
Niantic,
What?
the company that's doing Pokemon Go.
The Go
yes.
company.
Yes.
There was that whole big article about Ingress and how
Yes,
it's...
because Ingress is the app that they've got running
Yeah,
at the
it's
moment.
currently... I've used it. Have you used it before?
I downloaded
have
it
not.
today.
How is this?
It is a pretty cool idea. It takes a... But it's a bit heartbreaking. So what it is landmarks in real life. Someone will take a picture of it, send the picture and the location to Google. Google will approve it if it's a big enough landmark. And then that landmark becomes a portal, right? And then you go there and you hack the portal and you gain items from the portal.
So Perth has absolutely
No, we've got fucking heaps.
Yeah, we've
Oh,
got
really?
like even just
I was making a
signs.
Perth
Yeah, every park
Wow.
will have a portal.
okay.
I remember, yeah. So
Or like street art and that kind of thing.
anything. If it looks
effect.
good,
Public of it?
if it looks good, it's probably a portal. And then
So your house would not be a portal?
no, because
But it looks good.
well, it looks good, but it's not because I don't want people coming to my house.
Parking out the front, it's like
Well, because that's what people do. That so people will drive around, like
Just
go
like
up to each portal,
taking-
hack it.
Actually hack it.
Yeah, like you
Oh,
go up to the
wow.
portal and you go on your phone. Like that's the cool thing. And if you're we were in Perth, me and cousin Dale.
Oh, thank you, Cousin Dale.
Yeah, cousin Dale. Yeah, thanks for getting me fucked up last night. So we were going through the city, I believe, and just every few paces, there's another portal to hack. And
Whoa.
like just each storefront pretty much was a portal. And so, yeah, but the disheartening thing is sitting down at work, my desk, and I work at a hospital, and every now and then it'll just be like, your portal has been hacked. It no longer belongs to you. Oh.
so it's not actually hacking the portals. The portals you hack, like you just get items from doing the hack. When you're capturing a portal, you actually have to destroy the other team's defense.
Yeah,
before you can
there's like
build your own defenses.
isn't it
around
8 defenses?
Yeah, there's 8, and there's like
That's
3 guys
That's
in
very
Perth
cool.
that are on all the fucking portals.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Cool.
one guy got really mad at me because he accused me of using software for which basically lies about your location to your phone.
Oh.
And so you don't actually need to physically be at the portal to do it. And so I start work at like 5 a.m. and I like do it. And this guy's like, "You're a fucking liar."
Oh.
So it's, I don't know. As far as like,
Did you guys all
Just take
track him down?
selfies. Just take constant selfies. Just still here.
still here, buddy.
Just track him down.
But I think, so if Pokemon is going to be just basically a reskin of Ingress,
I don't think it's going to be a reskin.
I'd be happy with that. but I don't think it's going to be because
I think it's going to be a little bit more
because
truer to the Pokemon game.
with sprites
portals are what?
like with sprites. I mean, or with models. I guess.
I don't.
They just plonk the old Charizard into the
No, so
bell tower.
with Ingress, all the like capture points, they're all static and they stay still.
Okay.
But I imagine with Pokemon Go they'll be moving, especially if there's a in the trailer. If there's a Mewtwo in the city, that bad boy is gonna be going.
Yeah.
And you'd be like running
off.
There'll be like 20 people behind
just
you.
running.
Well,
So do I have to go to Venice to get to Rayquaza?
yes.
See, that's what I was...
Yes, that's one of the things that they addressed in the article is that there is regional Pokemon that's going to be locked to certain areas, like water Pokemon will be near the water and
Oh wow.
just basics. So yeah, you can. So what you're saying is there's like a portal every couple of steps. They're going to say like you can go out of your house and there should be a Pokemon nearby. You're not going to be like looking forever, but
traveling
it's not going to be a super rare one, or it's not going to be one that you haven't seen before. Especially if you're still like just walking out of your house every day, you're probably going to see Rattata or whatever.
So I mean,
like every day.
if you've got like like a poor area of your town.
So what you're saying is that there's going to be a class system in Pokemon?
Can you see where there may be
like you walk down
some issues?
Like when you're in Armadale, you take out your phone and there's a Trubbish.
That's look at all this Trubbish around here, and then someone somewhere is illegal.
Someone somewhere
is going, oi, I don't think a Jinx should be at this strip club.
We can take this to a really bad place, but I think we shouldn't. What do you reckon? Do you reckon specific legendaries are going to be like, if you want Mewtwo, you literally have to go to New York?
Like if it's like the top of a rock or something,
I think
like
a
Billeroo or something was like, you traveled out to the middle
Reggie
of
Rock or something.
Reggie Rock or something, and he's just rocking out on top.
I don't know if I'd go all the way to Uluru or like.
You could have some
New York to
mythical dude up there.
Well, I think Pokemon like Mewtwo will be roaming, so it theoretically everyone should be able to. I mean, it would be
Latios and Latias.
Yeah. From
like
the games
just
how they're
running
always
around
running.
like you're on your bike.
Deoxys and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
Deoxys you have to go up to space.
Well, I think we can manage.
No, I was gonna say, like, it would be interesting if there was, at a time, like only one Mewtwo, and then it just like it leaves the eastern seaboard of America, and then just like on the forums they're just like, okay, everyone in Europe get ready because he's coming. We gotta get him.
That would be an amazing community to be a part of, and I hope it.
I do hope it's
like,
the kind of thing when
like people in the play. Guys, he's heading to Australia. I just saw him fly past a plane.
yeah. Like you're in, just like, see what's going on in Pokemon Go. You're in, Boeing or whatever, and then you just see Mewtwo just fly by, and you're like, oh, fuck.
Just in the plane, just.
Look at you just.
Oh, what was the other joke is if you go to Vatican City, that's where you can get Arceus.
Yeah. Well, where could you get a Mr. Mime?
From Ash's mum's house.
Anywhere there's a street performer.
I was
Paris all the time.
I was going to say you could probably get Mr. Mimes like on the outskirts of primary schools.
Oh Jesus!
I just want to compile a list of like culturally insensitive locations for Pokemon
Go. We could do this.
Although, do you reckon we're gonna get like just hundreds of Spinneracks? Because it's Australia.
Yeah, but they have to be regionally different, so they're just humongous.
You could
You know how you get just like.
Oh, that would be cool though. That would be like, so you go to America, and you find someone who has Pokemon Go, and you're like talking about it, and they're like, oh yeah, check out my Ariados, or however it's pronounced.
Ariana Grande.
Okay. And then you're like, yeah, it's 15 feet tall. And they're like, what? Once we get to like 27 meters, oh no, this is bad, boy.
This is Australia.
I would love to give people the chance to fight a Teddiursa if they decide to go to the Australian wilderness. Because they will...
We don't have bears.
No,
We have drop bears.
Drop bears, mate.
We have drop
Yeah,
bears.
but
And,
Teddy
you
Ursus
know,
are like-
they're going to be like wandering through the bush and then all of a sudden there's a Teddy
Fucking
Ursa in the tree.
like level 99 Teddy Ursa.
Teddy Ursus
They're
don't
like
live in
blood.
trees. They don't live in trees. Teddy Ursus are based off brown bears. They don't live in trees.
Well, he's small enough. You could throw him up there, I guess. But just launch a Teddy Ursa up into a tree.
Alright,
It's
okay.
completely fine.
Do we want to keep talking about this? Because I could talk for days about this.
I could go on.
But I feel like for the sake of podcast, we should move on.
I guess we could. I mean,
Yeah, we could.
what could you do with a Magikarp?
Evolve it into Gyarados.
But like, I could just imagine like all these like
That was hard.
cheap salesmen from like
Oh,
the show.
they'll be like, "Dude,
trying to,
you wanna
This
buy-
is the
this-
rarest Magikarp.
Well, no, because we know now. Like, when it first happened, you're like, oh, free Pokemon. Well, not free. Like,
1,000 Pokey.
well, yeah. You know,
Will you have to pay for Pokeballs with real money?
that's a
is an
thing that
interesting
people
thing.
have been saying that they're concerned about.
I
Did
didn't-
they say?
I don't think
Microtransactions.
that was a large article, and I didn't get all the way through.
Yeah, it was huge. I was like, I'm enjoying this article.
Really
I'm enjoying. Oh,
massive.
Jesus Christ! I'm only like 1/10 of the way. Oh,
You know, because they were interviewing a team of people at that time, so there's everyone different talking.
yeah.
It's just like, oh, okay, there's a different. Oh, that's a different person again.
Yeah.
And that was a large article. We can probably not Dropbox it. Put a link dump somewhere.
We can link some of these old articles for those
I
who
mean,
are,
we could.
would like to learn more
Yeah.
about the topics we discuss. So
Either okay, just read out the URLs.
Okay, so go to
HTTP.
http:// venturebeat.com
You cannot
/2015
cannot
/12
mess up.
/16 how Niantic will married animated fuck animated
couldn't fuck it
characters
up.
with mobile location data in Pokemon go /view all /. There you go.
There you go.
anyone who
Someone's
needs
Anyone who does that, it's 2015, dude.
anyone looking for a URL reader to read out all your URL needs, please search Matt.
Hit him up on Twitter.
How's that Twitter account going, Matt?
Like ours or mine?
Sure, how's yours going?
Mine's going okay.
Oh, that's really good.
A few like more things.
Get a
I don't
few
really touch it.
Did you get a few retweets on that?
No. But I got all of a sudden I just got a lot of followers. I don't know if it's because of this.
I don't think I got any.
Yeah, I got like 6 followers and I was like, what? But I don't use this.
Twitter is such a power. All right. Should we move on to our next
Yes.
topic? So,
Our topic and probably the rest of the show. Kojima.
yeah. Oh,
Hideo Kojima.
our good old friend.
All hail Kojima.
All hail Kojima. He is with us in spirit.
Fuck you, Konami.
And fuck you,
Yeah.
Konami.
That's the message.
But in wonderful news for our Lord and Savior Kojima, he has now announced his partnership with Sony.
With Sony.
A wonderful
How happy did Andrew House look?
I think
I love all the memes that just came out. Like, I want someone to look at me the same way that Andrew House looks at Kojima.
it's like Kojima's just got the blank. Like, as much as I love Kojima, he's got the blankest face of any games developer you can come across. Like most, not offending the game developers out there, but you know most have.
I feel like it's he's been hurt too much, you know.
I think
the heartbreak
so.
he's gone
Like,
through.
Konami
Like
just-
I'm sure
He's like 50 now, right?
Yeah, he's 50 and he is not aged.
He's not aged.
He's not aged.
He just does not age.
He's actually a vampire.
Well, actually,
Give a man a multi-million selling franchise and you won't see him age a day. Proven.
The article you linked me, I found a couple of interesting quotes, which Kojima says the only way to create high-end games is to target the global market. But in order to target the global market, the management behind the project needs to have a keen sense for what will work and be willing to take risks.
Which
I haven't been cured since last week.
That was a good one.
And he then goes on to say, If you're only focused on the profits immediately in front of you, the times will leave you behind, he said. It becomes impossible to catch up again. Which is interesting because this article was talking about how he's actually contractually forbidden from talking about the inner workings of Konami and his...
That's right.
Well, didn't
Well, he was banned from. He wasn't allowed to attend
Oh, yeah,
the
he
Game
wasn't-
Award.
the
I think we
VGA's
covered that last week.
Video Game
Yeah, we
Awards.
did, I
Yeah.
think.
So, he's been through this whole turmoil.
Yeah, this whole
Konami
like,
been silenced.
abandonment kind of.
So
Yeah, and it's been a long running...
Well, didn't Konami like basically say we're not doing video games anymore? Like I think they're still doing arcade.
Pachinko machines.
Pachinko machines. Yeah.
Grab
And
cool
Which are
kids.
the weirdest
So really-
things.
I think in the long run, this is probably a better thing for him to be chucked out the way he's been, rather
Get
than
it
being
out.
shackled to them and not able to like
Well-
do anything
Well,
except
I mean-
pachinko machines.
Yeah, well, without having your whole company and everything supporting you, then I mean that's. There was we lost Silent Hills. Rest in peace, Silent Hills.
Actually,
And-
Yeah.
I'll come around to
You
that.
can come around to
We'll
that.
come around.
But if Konami's clearly got its own strategy moving forward. Strategy.
It's when you look at the numbers. Apparently, one of the last numbers I read somewhere was Metal Gear Solid 5, Phantom Pain only moved 5 million copies.
Which is like still a decent.
It's good, but the
good
amount
number.
the amount of money that I think went into the game to keep pay everyone
I think
or the
Yeah,
public.
I think he was saying it cost like $80 million event, but it was more. The reason the whole episodes began was because Metal Gear was delayed, so that pushed back. They said, "Okay, look, you've got this window to release this game, and if you push it back, well, we're not gonna support you." Which, like,
it becomes a point where you're going, is this still financially viable to keep postponing it? We're paying all these people and we're potentially not going to see the profit that we would have.
which
if
is
we
a
had really
very,
released it.
that's a very corporate way of looking at it. But you have to.
You have to look at it
But
corporately.
you know,
This is a corporation.
but
It's a business.
Kojima's not going to release something that's, even though it was still arguably incomplete at time of release. It's can you imagine how much we would have lost of the game? How much shorter it would have been if it had been released prematurely? So I mean, it's definitely for the best. I think. I mean, we've heard that Konami is hiring for a new Metal Gear, which is worrying. But
Are we going to get another Revengeance?
Revengeance was a good game, but
it wasn't Kojima's game.
no. I mean, he helped out. He
helped out, but it was not his game.
No, but I mean, from now I think
It's like Golden Abyss for Uncharted.
No, I mean it's more. I mean, most Metal Gear fans now know that this is the end.
Yeah.
This is more or less the end. We will not see.
Probably
And-
not going to get anything groundbreaking.
I
from the
doubt we'll get
franchise
anything
anymore.
gigantic.
Well, at the moment, the engine, the Fox engine, I think he called it,
yes,
that he created for
Metal
Ground
Gear.
Zeroes and Phantom Pain.
And
Is
Silent
it-
Hills, yeah.
It is an incredibly robust engine. They could rent out that engine.
But I think
For-
all they're using it for at the moment is Pro Evolution Soccer, which, oh my god, those textured soccer player faces. Thank God we've got those. But
I'm just enjoying your
Just
fanboying.
please.
It's nice to me.
this
I
is,
enjoy it.
Kojima, you have affected our lives, so please take our love. This is our love letter.
He's definitely going to hear this.
We could tweet it at him.
Like
We
a
could tweet
million
that, yeah.
years when Double Dash Jump is picked up by aliens on
What?
some random transmission.
That alien or that alien?
One of the two, or the one being formed in between them right now.
Oh my.
That would be one deadly motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well, that was the second film.
Yeah, AVP too. man.
They, a predator and an alien were like, screw it, we're out of money, so let's make
Well, yeah.
let's make something.
Let's get it on.
We can't get Arnie back for Predator.
No,
No.
So let's just stick an alien inside a predator and see
Now-
what happens.
Okay, so back to the Kojima. So I read that interview. I think it was that one. And
There's
wasn't
three.
there? Oh, there's three.
Yeah.
There was a really good quote I heard, and this could be completely the wrong interview because I'm not that good at my research. Where it says in Japan
Oh yes.
they. Oh, see, you've read
Oh,
I
yes.
read that and I have
Where
it
did,
somewhere.
where did we
It's
put
somewhere
it?
here.
I think it was a
See,
bit
I did view it.
further. Was
Wait,
it? Whoops.
Oh yes.
Yeah, here
There
you
you
go.
This was from Keiji Inafune for Mighty Number 9.
And so, okay, so that is the completely wrong subject, but I think it
Well,
really, I think it really,
It ties in a
it
lot.
speaks about the whole, what do you call it, predicament?
Yeah.
There's even, I think, Square Enix left a comment during the week saying, yeah, the way Kojima has been treated.
Oh, everyone,
True.
every company's commenting. on it.
Yeah, like, I mean,
I think a lot of them are just like, oh, you thought we were bad, check this guy. No, but so the quote is, and we'll probably say it again when we're talking
Do you,
about.
do you want the whole one or
no,
just,
I was just gonna say,
just from in here?
yeah, just there. So,
Stuff I've got underlined.
do you want to say it or should I say it? Because I can
Which-
probably speak.
You can probably speak. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so the quote is, in Japan, it's almost like if you're a CEO, your status is way higher than a creator. Even though you aren't creating anything, you have social status, money, and your own company. And that's more respected than if you've created something from scratch. It's not about Japanese companies, it's more due to the Japanese culture.
but I mean,
And so, like,
yeah.
that's what I think, you know, Konami's just obviously the struggle between the creator and the CEO, well, not the CEO
I mean, that's
specifically,
kinda
and
everywhere.
management.
that's
and that
that's a
is-
thing everywhere.
Yeah,
you know?
that is always going to be a thing
I
in
think
every company.
I think in Western cultures, like if we go on to this quote here, it goes, if in America, if you ask any gamer if they know Shigeru Miyamoto, 90% of them will be like, hell yeah. But if you ask in Japan, maybe less than half will be like, yeah, sure.
Which is interesting, but I mean, you'd think, you know. on its
Well,
home
I think
turf,
Western
but-
cultures have a lot more branding and like faces with a brand,
Yeah.
which I'm gonna go way off topic, but I was reading a book, I can't remember which book, but they're talking about even though China is becoming the powerhouse of the economy because they're just pumping out stuff, they've got no debt, whereas America's balls deep in debt. Actually, more. I think they're
that
into
is
their
a
throat.
specific economic
Yeah.
term.
Used on the Wall Street.
But they were talking that China, like if you look at landmarks in America compared to China, you get like the Great Wall of China, and you get more those sort of cultural things. Whereas if you talk to anyone else about America, they're like, oh yeah, you know, Coke, Disneyland, Subway, Macca's. They've got
So
all.
it's more about the brand.
They've got
than it
more
is
of the
Yeah.
branding.
physical.
So and they've got faces associated with it, like Nintendo has Reggie, and so I think in
Tell you what, my buddy.
Which
is
one?
Reggie.
Wouldn't you
I think
put-
in like
Why
Asian
wouldn't
cultures,
you
not
put Reggie right at the front of your company? I can imagine. Just,
so. I think in Asian cultures and not just Japan, they've always struggled with that, just because they've got the they're more traditional,
yeah. I mean,
and so that's where it comes down to. They're
It's probably more like Western consumerism.
yeah,
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone recognizes the
well,
Colonel
yeah,
Sanders.
That's it.
Yeah.
We all live off brands sort of thing over here. So it's, you know, we're used to seeing.
Wow, I think it's actually kind of funny how we were being absolute dickheads before, and we were saying, "Oh, this is an intellectual show," and then we actually kind of got a bit smart for a bit. Yeah, I think.
this isn't permanent, you guys.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll be talking shit in a few moments. We're
Yeah,
fine.
so that's what we're talking about. Kojima.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
Talking.
Yeah, so that's where I think a lot of it comes from is
Yeah.
Oh, and I think you were going to talk about this again, so I'm just ruining your patch notes here.
that's right.
But didn't PT come back on?
That's
There-
just after this.
That's
It's-
after.
This is just after this.
Sorry.
We will return.
Yes, no, I was going to look at Kojima Productions logo.
Which looks absolutely beautiful.
I think Jono will put like a
There will be.
Put that picture
I,
there.
I will.
or a picture, probably a
And
high
if-
I will
quality one.
advertise.
And
for
if you're
Kojima.
an audio listener, it just it's like
Like a skull.
It's like a skull.
It's
and it kind of looks like he's wearing like a knight helmet.
It is a knight helmet.
Kojima
But it's
tweeted
actually
saying it looks like a medieval knight and a space suit combined together.
Oh yeah, I see that. That's good. See that Kojima? He's a clever cookie.
He's quite the cookie cutter.
Yoji Shinkawa got noted as the designer who's Metal Gear Solid character environment and mecha designer.
Yeah, okay.
He's done most of the artwork.
So yeah.
So would he be So with that then, with Yoji Shinkawa, is Kojima Productions getting a lot of the team from Konami?
I believe there's a fair amount that did left.
I think he's bought some of his team and he's going to be hiring new people as well.
Yeah.
I don't think there was any. I didn't see anything specifically about who he's hiring.
Not specifically, but I mean, I believe most have left with him to form this studio.
Well, I mean, it depends if they, want to make interesting pushing the other kind of games, if they want to make pachinko machines.
Well, that's
that's it.
Well, I imagine that a lot of the team.
To the casino kids, you're gonna have a rollicking time with.
They don't have casinos.
Metal Gear sluts.
I don't actually know what a pachinko machine is,
it's
but
like
I'm just
slots.
imagining.
It's a slot machine.
It's like
It
slots,
is like slot. Okay,
except you don't win anything.
Because what's the
You
point?
do
Then?
not.
Because
Do you pay to play?
yeah, you pay
So
to play.
You give them money, but you get
if
nothing
if
back.
you
You get
if you
absolutely
win, you
nothing.
don't get anything back because that would be considered gambling, which is illegal.
Okay, I see. So they just do it for the thrill.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's all right. That's
At this point, they could download a mobile app and do the same thing for free.
I don't know. I think Konami, take notes, make apps. Even Nintendo's caught on. They're like, shit, dude, we gotta
Yeah,
make mobile apps, man.
We talked about
Yeah,
that.
because you were playing it.
Wait, what?
Not last episode, but the very first episode. You were playing Pokemon.
Was he?
Were you?
No,
That was it.
no, we were talking about the
One of us was.
messaging app.
I don't know.
No, that was the last.
Your interpretation of the first episode is vastly different to my own.
It's just all. It's all of this.
Did we,
it's
split in the
absolutely
timeline?
intoxicating. That's a pun. I did a pun again. Yay!
The bad jokes are back on him now.
There we go.
The very serious joke master.
Hey.
Yeah, Kojima tweeted the new logo along with a little description, and he also tweeted the mission statement, which is aiming for the new world with the latest technology and pioneering spirit.
It's beautiful.
I can see because they're all going to be PlayStation exclusive games. Because
It's
The first one will be
console exclusive. Is
console
far as we
exclusive.
know. They like that term now.
Because
console exclusive.
Actually,
didn't him and it was
him and
Kojima
Andrew and
Sony.
Andrew House, yes.
But
from Sony.
yeah, as far as I know, it's planned to go to PC at some point.
Okay.
I imagine this one will be the first one to start raking in some money, get some money off the ground, and then they can go independent and side with whoever.
Okay.
Yeah,
That makes sense
good
to me.
place to start.
Actually, talking about the console exclusive, I was watching Dude Soup on my break on Saturday.
Oh,
Dude Soup, Funhouse. Oh, they used to be the guys from Inside Gaming. Pretty funny.
oh, those guys. Yes.
Yeah. One of the things they were talking about was the Arkham Knight port to PC.
Oh,
and how that was such a good
hot mess.
That was a good time because I had basically this generation changed from PC to console, and when that happened, I just kind of sat back and was like, "Yeah, that's what I thought."
That's the times are changing.
Yeah, they were talking about if you're vocal and you're not vocal, and like obviously there's a whole hashtag PC Master Race, and
Yeah,
they're very vocal people, and not always the pleasant people.
no.
And
Alright.
they were talking about how Warner Brothers, who published the game, actually didn't want to do the PC port because they don't want to deal with people.
They don't want to deal with the PC Master Race.
Well, not so much the PC Master Race, but they don't want to deal with all the negative flack that comes from,
Okay.
things like...
Yeah,
Because
PCs
PCs are notorious for just not working.
But I mean,
if
like,
you don't have the right
well,
graphics
yeah,
card, you
yeah.
don't have the right CPU, just the game won't work.
Well, not even that. I mean, like most of these,
And then people
games
complain, like,
are-
oh, make it
yeah.
available
Well,
for
these
NVIDIA.
well, the games are optimized for consoles first and foremost, and the PC port is sort of afterwards. So I mean, the most of the effort is going into making sure the console version is polished as possible.
Yes.
Keep looking at the cat, why don't you?
Yeah, it's our
We
new
are.
cat
We're
member.
watching it.
New cat member.
Enjoy the cat.
Axton has the cat, so if the sound gets fucked up, it's because the cat's like walked on his laptop or something.
That pussy on his lap.
Oh yeah. Alright. Oh great. Now my train of thought just went, and I had something to say, but I don't even know what we were talking about.
Your mind is full
Well,
of
yeah,
pussy,
no,
my friend.
We're talking about, because they were talking about this in wake of the Dead or Alive not coming to Western cultures, and if it was going to come, it was going to be edited.
Poor
I
anime
think-
girls
yeah,
and their pixelated boobs.
I was gonna say, like, that is definitely a gem. When people say, are video games like art or are they just stupid? Dead or Alive, that's art.
That
I
is
tell you
real
now,
art.
that is
Extreme
All
volleyball.
I want to see is
Like,
girls,
the
anime girls play
extremist of
volleyball.
No, but what I was gonna say was
With
because
nip slips and
pretty
butt
much
slaps.
delicious. Pretty much each PC is gonna be unique. Like, I mean, sure, there's only so many combinations,
there's
but
a couple
still,
fucking 100 of them.
yeah. Whereas you've got
Then you've got the old ones.
one
you've got the new ones.
PS4, one Xbox, one Wii U.
'Cause-
So far.
Well, yeah, so
So far.
far. I mean, NX might be a thing with Wii U, but
Yeah.
and they might do, although I don't see them doing this, but they might do the whole slim versions of the new console.
I
But-
imagine they will at some point.
Well, they're
It's
already.
like, because I know. Well, the PS4 had a sneaky update a while
it
ago where
was
they unlocked
sneaky.
more power.
The
They've had
the
power
seventh
locked
core.
away. The seventh
The
core
They
Oh,
unlocked the
cool.
7th
has
core.
been released.
That was.
There were so many bad jokes about that.
Yeah, there was. We could go into that, but we probably
Seventh
shouldn't.
core.
Do you reckon? I know that they didn't, but I just imagine in my mind that, one of the engineers of the PS4 goes up to one of the higher ups and is like, "Hey, I was just going through the software, and you're only using 6 of the cores." And I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, we've got more than that. What? We don't.
Who put that core there?
Wait, so does every PS4 have 7 cores? Yes. Why aren't we using? I don't know.
It just showed up one day.
It's gonna be like Herobrine in Minecraft. Just
That-
every update, it's like the 8th core.
Yeah,
is
the
now
8th
released,
core.
The 9th core is now released. But
Yeah.
it's really they're not doing anything to change.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because you could do that, and I'd be, if they said right now, it was a joke, I'd be not outraged, but I'd be like mad. But when we get to patch note 108th core unlocked, by the way, it was all a joke. I would be like, you cheeky buggers.
Hold it.
Well, that's what Spotify does every time you update it. It goes fictitious. This app makes movies. You're like, oh, I wish it did.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, back to PT. You can get PT with a couple of modding and
As long as you've got.
no.
Well,
If you
I think it's as long as you added it to your.
No.
your
Originally,
oh
library,
yeah, if
wasn't it?
you've got it in your library, you can re-download it.
but
Yeah.
that's always been a thing.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah.
If you deleted it, you couldn't re-download it.
Well, I could. So I don't know what that says about
could you now?
I could. And I
Okay,
did.
so go
and then
to-
I uninstalled it again because it terrifies me.
Well, a lot of people haven't been able to get it, but you can get it again with little trixies.
little tricks to your PS4.
Trixies, yes. Polygon has an article on it, if you didn't see it.
The wonderful people
Do you
at
want me to read that
Polygon.
one out? Nah, it's got too many numbers.
The
Fuck.
incredibly bright people at Polygon.
Jonathan will put a link for that. What's next?
What do we? This
Microtransactions
is these
and
guys.
Destiny. These two go hand in hand, and everyone fucking hates it. Everyone just hates
Well, no,
on Destiny
okay,
anyway.
Yeah,
but-
see, this is... Alright, so here's my thing. Okay, so someone was saying... No, it was Meg Turney and the other guy who...
Thank God for you.
I don't care
Grey
about
Haddock.
I don't care about the other guy because he's not sexy.
Sorry, Gray.
But yeah, and they were kind of saying like, you know, this is a sign that everything's downhill for Destiny, and I'm just thinking, if you don't want it, don't buy it. Like,
Yeah.
it's not gonna. If you don't buy it, it's not gonna affect you because it will. Potentially, I think it would ruin other people's experiences because they've...
It's cosmetic.
like,
It's, you know...
This
one isn't.
Well, no, but it essentially, in the grand scheme of things, you're not buying, you know, fucking Yellowhorn or... What's the new one everyone
Sleeper.
wants? Yes.
Sleeper Simulant.
Like, you're not buying that,
Or
you're just
new
buying...
bad Juju or... Yeah.
You're just buying max...
not the bad
well, not
juju.
max level 25.
Yeah.
And that's not even the best, and that's not even actually relevant to the game.
I think I
anymore.
got up to level 25 on my Titan just doing Sparrow Racing.
Yeah, like...
I didn't even play the game. I was just Sparrow Racing and I got
So
up to
max
like,
level is 40, so you've just hit
Halfway.
more than halfway.
Level 25 is when you can access Taken King
Yeah.
content.
So it's basically just like, I think it's a smart thing because,
And if you shell out a little bit more, you get a max subclass. There's like 2 different tiers, I think.
yeah.
Which I don't think it triggers the trophy.
Well, I would hope it didn't, or like, because that would be a bit. That would be dog.
Or I didn't look into it. I'm not sure if there's a particular subclass that they'll max, because I know that I maxed the subclass on my hunter with what's the void one again?
Shadow Walker, I want to say.
Shadow
That's
Shot.
Shadow Striker. She's got a bow.
Night Stalker.
Night Stalker. There we go.
Beautiful.
I maxed it on Night Stalker, and that didn't trigger the trophy. So I think the trophy only triggers if you hit one of the original 2 subclasses.
I thought it would be because Taken King, if you get the digital deluxe, I'm pretty sure, or the pre-order bonus, you get a what are they called?
Exotic.
No, it is an exotic, but for
You get-
Titans you get the flag on your butt.
You get the mark, you get the artifact for the Warlocked,
Yeah.
and I forget which one.
Yeah, all the marks. You know, like
Yeah.
Warlocks have the one on the shoulder, and then Hunters have the cloak.
Yep.
They had a buff to the new subclass.
Oh yeah,
An
they had the
XP
20.
buff.
They had the 25% added bonus
XP.
to your new subclass and 10% to your level.
And so I don't think I think that I just became Ben.
Say it again.
I think that might be why it doesn't trigger the trophy
Maybe.
because it's already been sullied.
Yeah. That, and they released an update. I don't know if you saw that, where you can now wear 2 exotics.
Oh really?
So you can, if you've got the one with your bonus perk, you can actually wear another exotic on top of that one, because that bond or whatever is actually a piece of shit.
Yeah, isn't it like
160.
yeah,
I think you
which
can
is
infuse that as
not-
well, so you can actually infuse it up.
Fair enough.
But you still would need...
That's not gonna exactly
it-
change anything.
No,
I don't think.
it's just a
And
nice
that's-
little balance.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing with this microtransaction, is that it's not going to change the game at all. If you fight someone who's got this microtransaction, like, they're not going to be any better than you.
No, it says nothing about... I think they gave, like, just average armor.
Yeah,
There's
well,
nothing special, there's no exotics, there's no fantastic weaponry. It's all just basically blah, so you can access new content immediately. That's retailing for about $30 US, which is half the game price, which was 60 at
Yeah,
launch.
well-
I mean, it's like 20 now, everywhere.
Yeah, the point that they made in that video was that this microtransaction is more expensive than the game itself.
Yeah.
With all
Okay,
DLC. And so that's, yeah, so you're thinking pricing.
I think one of the things I said to someone else was, if they put it in too low, everyone's going to complain even more.
Yeah.
So may as well just go, well, no one's going to buy this, but it's an option. It's just kind of expensive.
Yes,
If
yeah,
they made it like $2, everyone would just start new
But I mean,
characters.
do you,
and
do
doing
you
it.
agree with them making, like, you know, okay, so recent example with Battlefront, how, you know, you've got this superbly expensive season pass that comes with Battlefront, but,
It's more expensive than the game.
and, you know, people criticize Battlefront due to its lack of content.
Yeah, that's...
But, and now, I mean, I think a couple of days ago, I saw someone saying Battlefront's coming down in price now because it's just not enough people buying. Or
I got it like super cheap. I got it like $40 Australian.
But you're still paying, and Batman did this as well.
Batman had a terrible season pass. We called out Batman last week, I think.
I think Mortal Kombat did it as well this year.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat had
where
a
we're
really
getting these
dog.
really expensive season passes, where most of the content is in those passes.
Well, see,
It's,
the thing is, I think, is you've got a problem when you install the game freshly and there's already a page for DLC and you don't, and there's nothing there yet. It just says
coming soon
there will be DLC. Like
Isn't that Evolve? Evolve was like
I think
that.
Evolve did
well,
that.
no, but Evolve
had a
was supposed to
whole
be
slew of other fucking problems.
Oh yeah,
DLC
but Evolve,
when it
yeah.
was released.
That was
one.
mostly cosmetic, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't have a problem with cosmetic DLC.
I think it was actually one of the monster classes or something.
There was a whole bunch of cosmetic DLC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was I remember browsing through the thing and going, oh, Jesus Christ. No, but with Battlefront, and they said this even before when it launched, I'm pretty sure they said, if people want Kashyyyk, they can buy Kashyyyk.
Yeah.
Fight on that planet.
Well, I think the main problem with Battlefront is they were trying to get ahead of the movie hype, but then they realized that probably most of their content was actually based off of 7.
Yeah, they didn't.
Because
Mainly
they
the
got
original.
Yeah, there's nothing. My problem is
because the week before the movie they released Battle of Jakku for free for everyone. So
yeah, and that was good. I like
for
that game
PS
mode.
PlayStation anyway.
But my thing is I think all of it is pretty much looks like it could be around episode 6.
Yeah.
And then
Because they've
there's
said
there's no clones.
There's nothing with the prequels. They're
Nothing with the prequels. Like, don't get me wrong. They're not the greatest movies from the franchise. But if you've played, if you played Battlefront 2 or if you played, what's it called?
Well, no, even Battlefront 2.
All of the best Star Wars games had clones.
The Clone Wars is a great setting for a video game.
Yeah.
But regardless of the quality of the prequels, it's it's still fun to enjoy them, and it would be
especially
nice.
when in a game like this where it is mostly mindless.
You just shoot. We want to shoot a bunch of droids.
Droids and clones. It would be good.
Yeah, you can have Count Dooku dropping in there with his flippity
It
flopping.
would be great to play that. And also, I am looking forward to, hopefully, they release some Episode 7 DLC, which I'm sure they will.
I'm sure they have.
Where you can look like one of the new Stormtrooper designs, where you...
Play as Rey.
Play as Rey, Finn, Captain Phasma, even though... Not really spoilers, she only appears for 5 minutes in the film. So did Boba Fett. He was there for a second and everyone was like, this guy.
I mean, Jabba the Hutt was in the entire thing.
Oh, no, Jabba the Hutt was the hero.
He was the hero.
Second to Jar Jar.
Second to Jar Jar. They actually came together in one
It was beautiful.
hot mess.
Oh my God.
Delicious.
Jabba the Binks.
Jabba.
Oh my God.
What would he sound like?
What's up, Jar Jar?
Yeah, just like... Okay, there. Excuse me.
It's
No, he would just... we're just describing the big Boss Nass.
Boss.
We're just describing Boss Nass.
Literally, Jar Jar Binks and Jabba.
Yes, we talked about this Phantom Menace last week.
Let's never mention it again.
Yes, we
Do you get a pun counter? Or a bad joke counter for him?
Ding.
Oh, we can do one.
We should. We need to.
I think we did.
I don't think we had too many last week.
No, we didn't.
There was a little bit of information on VR.
Oh, PSVR.
PlayStation VR.
VR.
Is that the VR headset doesn't actually plug into the PS4. It's got its own little set-top box, which is about the same size as a Wii, apparently.
Okay.
That's cool. I mean, you guys hyped for PlayStation VR? Looking forward to it?
Have they announced when it's coming out roughly?
No.
Well, I mean, I think the rumors was like it would cost around
The same as a console.
Same. I mean, what? How do you?
Well, it depends how many. Like the thing when I got a PS4 in the first place was how many games can I play with this, and at the time it was like 3. And so the same is. It's going to be my same concern with PS VR.
Yeah.
Is going to be what can I play on this?
Is anyone going to be making games for this in 3 years? Like,
Well,
Yeah.
the one thing I'm kind of keen for is even if it's not a VR game, you can still play regular games in VR.
which I mean,
if it's a first person,
something like
shooter,
okay,
Well, not even. It just becomes a second screen around your face.
Well, like something
I think.
like Gran Turismo, which is a multi-million selling title. Like anyone, like people know what Gran Turismo is. They're not, not the numbskulls who think, oh, what's a Metal Gear Solid? It's people will buy a Gran Turismo and they'll latch and they go, oh, well, it also has this VR included which you can try.
Have they announced another Gran Turismo?
Yeah, at the Paris Games Week, they had Gran Turismo Sport.
Oh yeah, that's
which
right.
had it's confirmed that it had VR support with it. So, I mean, Gran Turismo is a smart way to get people to buy VR.
Yeah, if you like cars.
But I mean, but like people know Gran Turismo. That's the thing.
Well, I think the biggest like niche for VR so far that we've seen,
Well, I
like
mean,
YouTubers and all
Horror
that.
games.
Yeah, horror games.
People
are going to be playing.
People love simulators anyway. People fork out tons of cash to make your
Farming simulator.
Farming
No,
Simulator
not-
VR. Oh my god,
Surgeon
has science
Simulator.
gone too far?
Surgeon Simulator, please.
well,
That'll be a thing.
There's already
There's another one. It's like Roomba Simulator.
Roomba
Play as like a little.
Oh no, have you
Back
guys seen
in
that the new baby versus parent game?
no.
It's where
Oh yes, I have.
Yeah, you know.
Where if the baby dies, the baby wins.
I would love just quickly Google that one. I would love that in VR as a baby trying to kill myself.
That'd be amazing.
That's what I want.
Amazing.
That is what gaming has
Well,
built up to.
I think one thing that I'm interested in is not having to sit up to play games. I can like lay down, have my thing on, and just lay down and just play games.
But I mean, if
It's
something.
you've got motion sensor. You have to move your head around.
Not if you're just doing like a second screen like streaming, like the PlayStation to the Vita.
Which would be good if you could do that. And
Well,
I think most games.
I assume you would. Why wouldn't you be able to do that?
Well, yeah, because if you're sitting on your couch while using your VR, you can just move your head
can
to
do that,
do
yeah.
the quick movements. But when you want to turn around in game, you're not going to get up off the couch and look behind you. You're gonna,
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's going to make you get up and move around like the Wii did.
Yeah, I do hope we
Oh,
get
yeah.
like a Wii safety guy to come with PlayStation VR.
Please don't hang upside down.
Don't run into your grandmother while you're fighting
Oh, do you mean
an evil dragon.
Do you mean from the iToy?
Oh, the item.
Like the iToy, and it's like, here's the instructions for your iToy. Don't do this. Make sure you don't slap your grandmother. Don't kick your grandfather's ashes either. Like that was the intro. It was like
The grenade you think you're holding is really your grandfather's ashes.
no, no.
Please be considerate. Love VR.
So okay, what is that? Because I haven't heard that.
No, these are just my thoughts. So since you're from the VR to the processing box, and then from the processing box to the PlayStation 4, are we able to maybe just keep the processing box plugged in just for more power? Just regular, just... Because it's going to be the same as your console, so why...
So you're suggesting what they've suggested for the Nintendo NX, but for
No, because the NX relies on an internet connection and other people's NXs.
Well, but they did say, like
Yeah,
you
you
can
could.
plug it into
If you
another-
just buy 5 NXs, you can just have a tower of NXs and just have a more powerful console, theoretically. Yeah.
Didn't they do the same thing with the Nintendo 64? You could actually stack Nintendos to make it more powerful.
I don't think that was an official.
I think they did that with the
There
PS3.
was.
I wasn't
think
brain
they-
back then,
yeah.
so I don't know. I was like 3.
I think they tried that with the PS3s actually. Someone tried that.
Well, not someone. That's what Microsoft said they were going to do with Xbox One, but we've not really seen
No, because
anything too
everyone
special.
everyone fucking hated it,
Comes in
so they
Xbox
flipped.
too.
They did a flip and was like, all right, guys, don't worry, we won't do
Please
that.
don't name it Xbox 2. Do you mean 360?
Who is
So, yeah.
this guy?
So maybe we might get even more power for the PS4.
Well, maybe that's what the magical 7th cores are all about, you know?
Ooh.
8th and 9th core.
That wouldn't be actually too bad if they
Yeah.
they knew.
Well, because
Yeah.
you're already shelling out what $400 for this.
Yes.
So, I mean, that would make it an extra selling point. Like, by the way, you get a more powerful console. Like, it's already the most powerful console, but we'll make it even more powerful for you and whatever. Yeah.
That makes me want to get it more because, like, just VR. I feel I'm
Like,
it's
not even-
I feel
Not
I'm-
even use the helmet, just plug it in for extra power.
No, but I'm just afraid that it's just gonna be a fad, and
Yeah.
in a few years VR is gonna be like.
Remember PlayStation moving?
No, but it's like. I mean, the magic's pretty much already gone from like Oculus and.
Yeah, that's because
all of
Oculus
that.
fucking announced it way too early. They did
And-
a
but
Last
we've
Guardian
seen-
and
yeah.
announced it too early,
Yeah,
and
they
then
did.
just
Yeah,
That's a good.
nothing.
What do you call it?
analogy.
Reference? Yeah.
But yeah, all right. So
Yeah,
Good.
don't Last Guardian it. Fallout for it.
for it, yeah.
Hold up for it.
When are we releasing it?
Well,
In like-
don't Duke Nukem forever, please.
Oh yeah, don't Duke.
Don't do a
Nukem
Duke
forever.
Nukem.
Oh, that's the worst.
Well,
My least favorite.
Last
is-
Guardian's almost there.
So far-
but you know.
So far, the expression "Don't Half-Life 3 it" is the worst.
I think that's.
Yeah.
pure tragedy.
Oh.
Yeah. I sent you the video about that, right?
Which one?
The reasons why that they probably aren't going to do Half-Life 3.
Oh, they need to because but there's a lovely Twitter account
I love
and it's called "Is Half-Life 3 out yet?" and every day they just post no. I just want to show you that.
Oh my god, you should link that.
We should just
need
put
to.
this on the screen. Just take a screen cap.
And to all you audio listeners, sorry. I'm sorry.
Just so.
He's just dicking around on his phone at the moment.
Here we go.
There we go.
Just no.
It's like those, same picture of Jim Carrey. But
No, it never
Every
changes.
day.
That's the 10th of the 11th when Fallout 4 came out. No, never changes.
oh god.
I'm gonna hang on.
He's put. You know.
We can do this in post.
With,
right?
with the ability of post production, we can put this on the screen now.
Oh, that's magic.
That's for future
and we
John.
can scroll down.
That's for future
There
John.
you go.
Moving on.
Do you know what we have too many of?
What?
Special editions. Do you know what we need? Despecialized editions.
I have actually watched the despecialized edition. Let me tell you.
So,
And it is the best version of Star Wars available.
Yeah.
I
Go on
was,
to.
I was waiting for a moment in Star Wars 7 because you know how
I was
in
I get
7
what you
there's
mean.
a lot of sass between Han and Chewie, and I was expecting Han to say something like Han gets this guy, and Finn was like, "Wow, you shot him really fast," and Han goes, "Oh yeah, I always shoot first."
I was waiting
and
for
then
that.
Chewie would just be like, "Argh." That's what I was hoping for.
I feel like George Lucas would have been on set crying, "Don't make him say that line. Don't make him say that line."
But yeah, so it's only 720p.
Yes.
Which is, you're just watching.
Well, I mean,
it on
they're
YouTube.
using the original 70mm film
Oh,
in
okay.
conjunction with the Blu-ray copies. And
Well,
he's using a bit of a mix
And,
mash.
I am wondering what that what the Jabba the Hutt scenes are going to be like now. Because in
It's
number
normal.
4, he's just a guy. He looks like he's ripped out of Game of Thrones.
There's no
yeah.
CGI musical number
Yeah, that's what I...
dropped in the middle of Return of the Jedi.
That brought Episode 6 together.
That was
okay?
the app.
That is
That
what
was the
made
crux
that.
of Return of the Jedi. Screw defeating the Empire.
No. It's that musical
It
sequence.
was.
I haven't seen it. I want to.
Wait, you've not seen
I have not seen the Despecialized
Oh,
edition.
right, of course. I was like, you haven't seen Star Wars?
No. Because the only versions of the original trilogy I have are on these worn away VHS
Yeah,
tapes.
that's what I was...
Which cannot be watched anymore because I've watched them that many times.
And also, the last VHS player was destroyed.
Destroyed in the Great War of Barack Obama.
What? Thanks, Obama.
It reminds me of the Tolkien edit for the Hobbit movies. Some guy went through, mashed all 3 movies together, got rid of everything that wasn't...
Yeah, got rid of all the elves.
got rid of anything that wasn't in the book.
Got rid of all the elves.
Goodbye, Legolas. And he cut out a couple of different things and just mashed it all into one 4-hour film. Which I have not yet watched yet. I have downloaded and I have not watched.
And I will not watch this.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
maybe.
I mean, 4 hours.
I feel
it's
like
a pretty
watching
big
more
commitment.
walking.
It's more. It's less than 12 hours if you watch the.
Well, yeah. No, I think I'm familiar with the special editions of like Lord of the Rings, and it's. Someone said, I don't know the exact time. I'm sure we could look it up, but I'm not going to.
Was it like 12 hours?
No. If you want to watch all the Hobbit and all of Lord of the Rings, back to back,
It's
special editions. It is a day. It is a day.
23 hours with enough time in between for toilet breaks, I think, and snack breaks.
That's 24 hours of walking, guys. Like. Sorry, Lord of the Rings fans.
No, did you see like the hashtag bad movie descriptions? It's like 9 people try to return jewelry.
Yeah. Film plots described badly.
Yeah, that's the one. All right, so we've got more PS2 games.
We got more PS2
games.
We've got Papa Rapper the Rapper 2.
Woo!
It's live now.
Parappa the Rappers.
I didn't understand that game as a child. Like, I think that this is a recurring theme with me, actually. A lot of those, like, classic PS2 games just kind of went over my head because I wasn't intelligent enough. I mean, I'm still not intelligent
a man is dressed as an onion. My God, what are we?
What the hell is
An
that?
onion sensei. Dear God.
Rapping?
Rapping.
In a video game?
Oh
What
God,
is
2000s.
Yeah.
It's like going back to play Kingdom Hearts 2 and you're like, I know exactly which decade they made this in. They're all got like the spiky hair.
It's beautiful.
The more ridiculous the hair, the better,
Yeah,
right?
you can pick out what like Final Fantasy characters from what Final Fantasy because of the hair.
The larger the hair.
Well, no, I'm just talking about like all the
All the other characters.
all the not Sora, the random people that they brought in, Roxas and whatnot.
Yeah.
Oh.
They had
that nice...
made early 2000s.
Remember Jesse McCartney?
Oh, no.
I think Jen said that the other day. She's like, "What's that song that came out like a couple of years
It
ago?"
was one song.
It was I think it was. I don't know. I think it was.
Was it Beautiful Mind or something?
Yeah, I think it was. It was like Jesse McCartney, and she's like, "It came out a couple of years ago." I was like, Google it. Like, do you mean this song that came out 10 years ago? She goes,
Oh.
yeah. So Sony's actually listening to what we want
That's good.
with the
I'm
hashtag
glad.
PS2, PS4.
Would you, if you had the opportunity to have Persona 4 put on to the PS4, even though you've played through it on the Vita with trophies, would you play it through now on the PS4 with trophies?
Yes, absolutely. I considered getting the PlayStation TV so I could play the Vita game on the big screen. Apparently it looks fantastic.
Yeah. Which I would like to try. That's something.
That and Persona 3 I've seen.
Persona 3 would be lovely.
Yes.
PS4.
Matt hasn't played this at all.
No.
Hey, Matt, what's a Persona?
What? So, who? Which person are we talking about?
Oh. Okay, well, I mean, okay. If you had a PS2 game you would love to have on the PS4,
Have you suggested any?
No, I haven't
Yes.
suggested any, but I reckon. Alright, snarky comment. Battlefront 2, because then we could get a good Star Wars game.
we could finally. No,
We'll go on Twitter.
No, the
Go
real,
on Twitter.
okay.
Go on
Star
Twitter.
Wars-
Hashtag PS2, PS4.
Star Wars.
And suggest it.
I'd rather like say to EA, can you guys up your fucking game?
I want Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Remember that?
Oh no, Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy.
Republic Commando.
Oh no, but that's a good. That's
that
good.
was actually a good
That's
one.
a really good
Republic
game.
Commando was a good game.
Okay,
I did
put
not
that
play
one
this
in.
many games on PS2.
No. So just because Battlefront 2 has game modes.
An actual single player campaign.
No, just like game modes.
True.
Like
An actual game.
Battlefront
There's a
EA
game
is
built
you
into
just
that
you
game, can
spawn,
you
you
believe-
shoot other people, and that's how you.
What about you? Have you suggested anything?
I was going along with Persona 3. I would like Final Fantasy 12 put onto there. Yeah, I think it would be nice to see those.
I suggested Burnout Revenge and Simpsons Hit and Run.
Yeah.
Oh man, Simpsons Hit and Run. That's a
So
good game.
right,
That's a
that'd be
damn
nice.
good game.
That game is like perfect for trophies.
That would be a good.
There are so
trophy.
many secrets in that game you could just tear through. Good
Yeah.
Do you reckon they need to check with licensing with the companies, or do you reckon they can go
Yes.
because it was on PS2?
No, they would.
I think
They have to check
that was
again.
part of what Shuhei was saying is they have to go through with the
Well,
companies.
because a percentage would have to go to the company, like
Because
whoever,
that's what.
with
Wait,
Simpsons
what-
Hit and Run. If someone buys it, a percentage would have to go to 20th Century Fox.
Oh,
I imagine.
absolutely.
So it has a lot to do with the IP laws.
Because
Well, it won't be
Branding in that
it won't be the IP because that is
Yeah,
Matt
it wouldn't
Groening.
be. It wouldn't be IP. It would be publishing.
licensing.
Publishing licensing.
yeah, because I think Microsoft they have to do the same thing for their backwards compatibility.
Did you freaking hear? Oh, you've probably got this, haven't you? You've got the thing about recollection.
Yes, I had
That's-
rare
that's-
All right,
that's
well,
better.
I'll wait then. Okay, sorry, I'll wait. I'll keep
Yep.
it in my pants.
for later on.
Yeah. A little bit of Rocket League.
I'm excited for this.
Rocket League gets a Christmas update.
Oh, yeah.
Get a new puck. Or you can, instead of a ball, you play with a puck. You've got icy terrain.
Does that? I haven't seen it. Like I just saw this like a few moments before you came here because I hadn't seen this. Does it bounce or is it just on the floor?
I think it rolls.
It rolls. Okay.
So you can get it and roll.
Now that's gonna change Rocket League a bit.
It's gonna change it.
I mean, Rocket League's already got like mutation things.
Yeah.
to-
Yeah.
But
I stopped
I'm-
playing Rocket
I'm
League
happy.
after I got the platinum. I went back and tried to clean up some of the DLC trophies, and I just went, these DLC trophies are ridiculously hard. It's like winning an unfair bot match, and I sat there for like 3 hours. I went, I can't do this.
Well, I feel like Rocket League is definitely a game that you play with friends. In
You
person.
need friends on the couch.
Yeah,
playing.
it is a great friend on the couch, or even just friend online game.
Yeah,
Like, it's just good.
for those with online friends.
More Rocket League. They've generated nearly $15 million in revenue.
Really?
50 million, and they
5-0.
5-0,
Big far how?
and they had a $2 million budget.
Jesus Christ! And they're not. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, they're not legally allowed to disclose how many free copies were downloaded from PS Plus.
How do you?
They've done
Is that
pretty-
like because Sony wants to keep it harsh, or?
I
imagine there's some sort of legal contract saying, oh, you can only.
Well,
Or once it reaches a certain amount.
well,
you
because
can-
this is a spiritual successor to
Oh, don't even get me started on the name. The name is like.
Sark.
Sucker in
BC.
space.
Yeah, it's like 5 words long.
Yeah, something
Like battle cars. Something battle cars.
racing.
Explosive.
Yeah,
Big giant ball, maybe. I don't know.
yeah. So it's a spiritual successor to that, which was not a terrible game. Apparently that game flopped from lack of just exposure.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Like
Even
advertising.
after the price drop, it just no one knew about it. I certainly didn't. And so that was like the one thing that they did with this game was they went, all right, let's get exposure. And one of the ways they did that was like, hey Sony, please. I don't know.
Well, I would imagine
I-
Sony's pretty. Like if you, I imagine it that Sony goes, please let us sell your game for free, because they'd be shitting on the game's revenue, I'd imagine.
Maybe. Well, this is a game that's free to play. Well, it's not free to play.
No,
Well,
you have to buy
if you
it
had
now.
July,
It's like
if you had PS Plus in July,
it's like what $10-15 now or something to purchase,
$20 in Steam, maybe.
something like that.
Not on Xbox One.
and they can do the
Soon to be.
Soon to be.
Soon to be, but you can. Will you be able to play Xbox against PS4? Because you can play
No.
PC and PS4.
I hope so.
Because Microsoft have, I think, online some guidelines where they can't. You are unable to have cross-platform play with other consoles.
Microsoft.
Which is why you can do it with the PS4 and the PC, but you can't do it with the Xbox and any other platform.
Which really annoys me
Mm.
because I have so many Xbox friends that
Oh,
play
yeah.
Destiny.
It'd be
I'm just like I wish I could play with you.
One soon.
Des-
Eventually.
Des-
we will get to a point where
Destiny would be the best game
just full stop.
to
Oh,
to
yeah.
play cross-platform because they make a big thing of being like exclusive and you can get weapons
Well,
like the
is
Jade
it-
Rabbit,
Yeah.
which is exclusive to
Because
PlayStation.
I
But there's
think-
not much use running around with a Jade Rabbit in a server which everyone can get Jade Rabbits.
Yeah. Because I mean, the
If I got to play
reason,
with-
yeah.
Mitch and Div and whatnot, I would be like, hey, look at this. I would use the Jade Rabbit.
And the
Just-
same thing with Rocket League, because we've got the Sweet Tooth car from Twisted Metal, and
Yeah.
they have they have the Warthog from Halo,
They do.
and that would be like
And
interesting because there's no
they've
official.
also got a Gears.
Gears of War,
Gears of War.
I don't think
but there's no official like which car is like better. Like
It's
They're-
all. It's
they're all
yeah.
the same
They're about the
speed as far as I'm aware. It's
Nothing-
just more
nothing
about the
major.
hit boxes. And so it would be interesting to just be like,
Hmm.
fucking Twisted
Oh,
Metal
one
versus
of
Halo,
these.
like,
Let's-
what's
let's-
this, man?
Let's get this
Yeah.
going.
It'd be good.
Yeah.
Back to Keiji Inafune, which we
So
talked
this
about.
is so this is the quote we said earlier on.
Beautiful Mighty Number 9, which was supposed to be. It's not out yet, is it?
No, I think it's
No.
still delayed with no date.
Oh, lovely.
I think
So
he should
all,
be coming.
all the wonderful
I
Kickstarter backers.
yes.
Okay, just because this name confuses me, this is the Mega Man.
Yes.
Creator.
Yep. So that's
Inafune.
yeah. So still delayed,
Still delayed.
Still delayed.
and this is what they were talking about.
Yes, he was. They were talking about a lot of stuff, and this was one quote in particular that sort of went with a lot of things we're talking about.
Yeah, how taking right from the quote, I think it is that the Japanese culture in general has less respect for creators. The field doesn't matter
Yeah.
compared to North America or European games.
Yes.
Yeah, so that explains to me quite easily why that hasn't got maybe hasn't got much recognition and why it keeps getting delayed because people will be like in Japan from this
Well,
quote.
the
they're
thing is,
saying that
this is a crowd-funded Kickstarter,
Yes.
so
Yeah.
he doesn't. There's no company pushing him to do it. Everyone who funded it are people who know who he is and know what kind of games
That's
he
true.
makes.
that's true.
Again, I feel like this is a Last Guardian thing where you announce it too early.
But I mean, that's.
Well,
That-
which,
which-
yeah.
which is
he
the
had
thi-
to.
Yeah, which he had
because-
to. But I feel like he should have probably had a little bit more.
But I mean, that's
Or enough
that's
to
kind
give
of
us
the
like a
issue. That's
timeline.
kind of the issue with Kickstarter. That's cropped up anyway.
A lot.
A lot of
lot.
the time is all these people announcing all these projects and then never coming
to
fruition.
Well,
but-
have we heard anything about ukulele?
There have been updates.
Yeah, they send an email.
They
every now
send
and
an
then.
email saying how progress.
Yeah,
is
they're
actually
just like, hey, bitch, look at this ice
going.
level.
But I mean,
like-
they've never outright announced any dates or anything. Whereas, I think with and correct me if I'm wrong. Think Mighty Number 9 did have a date. At
Yeah, he did.
Some point, and
he it was not Paris Games Week. I think it was one before that where he said, "Sorry, guys."
which I think if you're gonna kickstart a game, you shouldn't know your release date until
You should have a lot more planned before you try and kickstart.
That's it. So I mean, whether
So I feel like that actually goes against this quote because
Well,
I mean all of his funding.
at this point, I don't think they were talking about his
Work.
work in particular.
Yeah.
Or-
Well, I mean, like, say, okay, with Inafune, I mean, he went through sort of the same thing that Kojima's going through
Yeah.
at the moment back with Capcom 5 years ago with the whole
'Cause-
Mega Man kerfuffle.
Yeah, I think the last game Mega Man appeared in was like Capcom versus Marvel.
Not Super Smash Brothers.
No, he didn't.
He
didn't make it into the third one. Remember?
Oh yeah, he didn't even make it into that.
Yeah,
He got
Marvel
kicked out.
versus Capcom.
Because Zero,
He got out of Capcom and into Super Smash.
We had to wait
which
for
is
Smash.
which is a pretty like good trade.
That's
to
a
me.
pretty good trade. I think I would swap.
I was actually gonna say, like, just now you got me thinking about Smash Bros. Do you reckon it's because Konami's been a bit. I don't want to say that they're, being bad, but they're not being conscientious of their gaming.
I imagine
audience.
that's why
Is
we've
that
never
why there's-
had poor Snake in. This
Yeah, that's
lot
what
of
I was
Smash.
gonna say.
Yeah,
That
that would
might
be
be it.
why
we have had
not.
Snake in.
No,
No,
in
for
Smash.
for the new Smash. This is why
Oh.
we have not had Snake
Because
reappear.
Konami's
There's-
probably like, nah, fuck, why?
I mean,
Well, why? They
this
don't
isn't
even
a
have to do
pachinko
anything.
machine.
They don't even have to do anything. They say, "Give us money, you can use Snake."
But,
that
I
sounds
mean-
like the perfect trade-off.
I mean, but
Yeah.
well,
Like you're gonna respect our character. You have
be
done
honest,
so
at
in the
this
past. You
point-
just give us a little bit of money and you can use him. We're not going to be using him anymore.
Well, like at this point, wouldn't you want your character in Smash Bros? Like, I would.
but whether it's a viable business opportunity
Yeah, that's true.
for them
I think it would
is
be.
another thing. Yeah.
I don't know, because I think Smash Bros did a lot for the Fire Emblem in Western countries.
It has. Yeah, well, it did. I mean,
You know what? We are crazy off topic right now.
we're so off topic. Smash Bros is down the bottom, but
down later, so it's fine.
Oh, okay. So yeah, in that that would just up a bit. Go back up. That interested me. That he talked about Kojima
Yeah.
in that quote, so it was relevant, and it's interesting how I feel like a lot of
Yeah, because he talked about. I think he talked about Miyamoto. He talked about Miyazaki. He talked about himself, and he talked about Kojima. Which
So it was
I
a
know all
big-
of those people.
Yeah, so it was a big like comment on I don't know Japanese culture, gaming culture, I guess.
Just difference between Japanese.
all right. Moving.
Speaking about, going back to Star Wars.
Did you just say speaking of Japanese?
Speaking
Because
of
that
Speaking
doesn't.
of
That
Ja-
has nothing to do with
Speaking
this.
of the Japanese,
Mildly racist.
Um,
Speaking of Star Wars.
speaking of Star Wars,
And who directed the 7th Star Wars?
so Star Wars came out this week.
Did it?
Whoa! Whoa! Where did that come from? No spoilers on this show, we promise.
Except for
except for that picture
The-
that we just put up.
The mild.
that you were seeing right now.
Yeah, so Justin Ling, the new director for Star Trek.
Who did, I think, Fast and Furious 5 and 6 and
I
a
didn't look
few
up this
other
much.
ones.
That's
He's respectfully ignoring Star Trek Into Darkness.
To Darkness. Which, I don't know, how do you feel about that new... It looks like, okay, because...
Oh no, the trailer. I like the trailer.
The-
Did
Beyond.
you?
Like it, but to me,
'Cause
it looks like.
I thought it looked like Fast and the Furious.
No, I think it looks like.
Can we please have just the USS Enterprise just fucking hooting through
Yeah.
space?
Okay.
Just Vin
That would be
Diesel at the
awesome.
front of the Enterprise going, I'm gonna blast some Klingons.
Okay, I would love Vin Diesel in some form of Star Trek thing. No, but what I was gonna say was
I am Groot.
it looks like it looks like that
Guardians.
they went, hey, Guardians was successful, wasn't it? Because they had old music
Yeah.
and it just looked comedic, like.
But I mean,
It
do you
looked
want
Guardians.
that in your Star Trek?
No, I want Star Trek in my Star
That's-
Trek.
that's-
See, that's okay. What was the reception for Into Darkness? Because
It was
Pretty terrible.
No, it was actually really
Well,
good.
he's ignoring it. He's saying it like, and to me, that's a.
Well, I think that was more the whole Khan twist, which is not a twist. But
I don't think-
It did well in the box office. It made money, and not many people hated it, except for
I think it was just
The-
poorly,
the-
poorly,
And-
poorly
there-
marketed.
There was one quote which I have no idea what it means, and it says the movie didn't capture a fundamental argument a central question.
Okay, well that just sounds like director bullshit.
That it's.
Wait, you're
the
a
others-
film guy.
I
Can you
actually-
tell me what the fuck that's supposed to mean?
So in Star
Apparently-
Trek, the question is, where are all the Klingons?
Well, no, well, here. Well, see, I really liked. I don't think you could ignore. Well, they obviously can ignore Into Darkness, but I think Into Darkness had a brilliant ending because it ended basically at the beginning of the original series, where it's like they're just going on crazy cool adventures now. Let's see what's in space.
I mean, shouldn't that have
Yeah,
been
so-
like what all of Into Darkness should have been?
Well, no, because
Which I mean, okay, if this is what it's it's led into Beyond.
yeah.
Did you see what's his name? Agent Bizzle.
Well, Brian.
Yeah, Brian Altano's.
Oh, Brian.
He tweeted the Beyond. He's like, "Thanks, guys."
Thank you, guys.
And I think it was Max Scoville was like, "Please no," and he just like photoshopped it like a million times. So it's just beyond.
But yeah, so I don't know. That's
I figured you would know. You're more of a Star Trek fan than me.
well.
and
I don't know. Do you enjoy Star Trek?
I do enjoy Star Trek, but I am a
Do you-
Star.
I watch-
I'm a Star Wars person.
I
have to
literally have
say.
only seen Into Darkness because of Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, Benedict Cumberbomb. Yeah.
Cumbernacle.
What?
Yeah,
Oh, hello.
Benijin G.
What does that? Why does that sound like vulgar to me? Cumberknuckle. It just sounds
Cumberknuckle.
vulgar. It sounds like moose knuckle.
Cumberblubble.
in my
Cumber
head.
snatch.
Cumberblubble.
Well, that's funny though.
That's good.
That's also vulgar.
Um,
And then we became 12-year-olds.
Sorry,
Going-
Benedict.
we love you. I'd love you anyway.
Benedict. Come in your.
Whoa! I thought you went there last night. Oh no, we should.
You were flat out.
That was good.
Moving on.
Moving on. After PSX, the guys at Kinda Funny did a ton of interviews with different game developers. One of which confirmed that Sony Bend has a game in the pipes.
Beautiful. What is?
But
Oh yeah, so what's it like?
it's
it's fun.
It's a
According-
game.
It's
It's
a
fun.
game.
Out of all
according
the games you will play, this is definitely one of them.
In the near future. It's only been.
Shuei's said no, it's fun. It's fun.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad.
Thanks.
Is that an official review? Is that going to be like
It's a-
IGN
I hope it-
7
I
plus
so
fun
hope.
negative?
No, I just hope on the box it just says it's fun. Shuei Yoshida.
Official quotation 2015. Shuhei
If,
Yoshida.
okay, see, if I made a game, me being this cynical twat I can be sometimes, I would put the most devastatingly horrible quote, like, this game is a piece of shit, like, Game
Did you
Informer
play-
2016.
Did you play Super Time Force on
I
the
saw that.
that added Shuhei Yoshida as
Yes.
a playable
Okay.
character?
How do you...
And he like
Sure.
he'll have like
Sure, I believe
he'll
it.
have like business quotes and be like, do your taxes.
Dude, that game, Super Time Force, like, it's... I can't think fourth dimensionally, so I can't beat that game. I can't beat the second level. I beat the first level, and then I couldn't
hard-
get the second level.
Hard game. Never end.
Out of these interviews, they also said we're not putting IPs to bed, so we haven't
Which is
seen the
good.
last of Infamous yet.
I haven't seen the start of Infamous yet,
Oh.
because I haven't played it yet.
Well, aren't you certainly infamous?
And you call yourself a PlayStation person.
What is that in
I
front of you?
only play good games.
Ooh,
Oh,
Shots fired.
No. I haven't. I am
what's your grudge
interested.
with Sucker Punch? What is your grudge against Sucker Punch?
What?
Why'd you say
What
Naughty
did
Dog and went
Sly do to you, my friend? Did he?
Especially could you get a trophy.
Sneak
He
into your-
stole, he stole my heart. No.
Did he sneak into your Thievius Raccoonus?
No, I was. I think I have Infamous on my shelf. I just haven't played it because I haven't.
I can't see. This is all Wii games.
Oh yeah, that's because we're on the Nintendo side.
Thanks for pointing
Can
to
you
your
see
Wii.
it?
We're on the Nintendo side.
PlayStation 2 games.
Thanks for pointing to your Wii.
Yeah,
friend.
there's my like 100. No, up. Where'd Duke Nukem? Do you see Duke Nukem?
I don't want to see Duke Nukem.
No, not the game, the character.
Oh, he's...
Don't worry, audio listeners.
You're not
Your
missing
viewers
much.
can't see anything either.
Guest starring.
We've had 10 years for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Don't have any PS4. Freaking.
I can see him from here.
Where's the PS3 games? We've no
We're looking for
PS3 games.
PS4. This is the most.
Oh. Well, then I doubt you'd have.
No, I don't have
Infamous.
I don't.
Because Infamous was a PS3 game.
No, but they've got second son on PS4.
Gross.
He's just going to be where
Alright.
he deserves to be.
Let's move on to
I
continuing the
like
podcast.
Delson Rowe. Troy Baker is fantastic. They've got like 50,000 polygons in his beanie alone.
And he's been alone. That's
Waste of polygons.
much detail. Cloud had how many in Final Fantasy 7?
Oh, God.
Exactly
Oh.
how many.
You could count.
How
You
many
could-
Final Fantasy
You can
games
count
were
on
in
like
the game?
one hand.
So it was 7.
It was 7.
So that's how many
Final Fantasy
polygons
VIII, there
the
was
main
8
character
polygons.
had.
So if
So there's only
What?
15 polygons in Daisuke? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Disque.
Dis-
Episode Disque.
Disque. Oh,
Daisuke.
Disque.
So there's only 15 polygons in his head.
Yeah.
Just this.
Also, you can now jailbreak your PlayStation 4.
So what does that do to me, for me, as
Where
a
you can now
pirate, I guess?
make new OSs for yourself, so you can like just go hit power button and like turn off instead of having to scroll through like 3 different menus just to turn it off. Maybe you can pirate games now.
Oh, well, that's interesting. That's yeah.
But I mean, would you ever trade in your PS4 if down the track?
I mean, you just reset it to factory default.
True.
You didn't think that one through, did you?
No, I
You're
didn't.
getting very close to the
I just
microphone.
thought I'd-
Axton, is that okay? He's really close.
Perfectly fine.
Okay.
Very good.
No, I don't know. It depends how much effort you can do, because back in the day when you could jailbreak your iPod Touches, I'm sure you still can,
Back in the
Yeah,
day.
but like back in the day, it was like such a fucking effort
Yeah.
to like get
Is it worth it?
nowhere.
Is
Like,
it wor- is
so
it really
would
worth
this
it?
be worth it?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, sure, you'd be saving $100 per game that you pirate, because we're in Australia, and in Australia, any AAA game
Well,
is
at
$100.
the point, we're at the point now where pirating, like, I would pirate games because I couldn't get them here,
Yeah, that's
or
that's true.
I bought an American copy of Battle Coliseum Pokemon one. What was the Wii one?
What, Colosseum?
No,
Or
no,
Revolution?
Battle Revolution
Uh,
for Wii, and it was American copy, and Wii's like no
yeah, so-
region lock, so I had
yeah,
to
region
soft mod
lock.
it.
Well,
But at this point, you can just
yeah, you could do that.
You
I could see you doing that. You would buy 2 Pip-Boy editions and then pirate Fallout 4, so you don't have to open either of them.
yeah, well, that's legal. I believe that is actually legal.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure as long as you own a copy, you're allowed it to have
Have a
pirated
digital
backup. Which is well, in this day and age, fucking hell, you don't buy the game, you rent the game indefinitely.
You buy a
Yeah.
code.
Yeah, like
unlock the
that's
game.
Steam is you
You
don't
buy-
own the game, you're like
You own one key to unlock the game.
yeah. And if you hack one game one time and they catch you, you lose 200 games.
Happen to you?
No, not me.
Okay.
But it's just funny. As a cynical twat.
As
It's
a
funny to
cynical
watch people break down after they've lost like the equivalent of
Oh,
like
no way.
$2,000.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Lovely. Jailbreaking. Approved.
I love these notes. These are very official notes.
This one.
Just I think
I think
I don't
she
know.
won.
I don't know.
didn't actually read the.
this
No, this was
person
just a
win an
Twitter. This
award?
was just a Twitter.
Just a tweet.
Just a tweet saying that Kristen Ritter.
Who
Shout out to
played
Jessica-
Jessica Jones in the show Jessica Jones, based on the Marvel character Jessica Jones.
She won.
Well,
she was
that's one of
nominated.
her many aliases.
AKA.
That joke was because the comic that she's in is called Alias. Alright, just so you know.
Kid's name. Read up.
She was nominated for a Critics' Choice, so good luck, Kristen. I enjoyed it.
Jessica Jones was a good show.
I
It was a
enjoyed-
damn good show. I enjoyed it.
I haven't finished it yet, but
It's good.
freaking enjoying it. Love David
Well,
Tennant.
I'm just pumped for freaking
Luke
like
Cage?
no
I want Luke Cage now.
I'm getting.
I just want Luke Cage
Well,
now.
Okay, here's the thing,
Black
right?
Panther?
We're gonna have a quick.
Black Panther's
We're
cool.
gonna have a quick delve into a Marvel discussion here.
Well,
All right.
Really
so
quick one, I think.
Daredevil, right?
oh shit.
Was gritty and dark and
Yes.
like realistic, and then Jessica Jones was like it had the fantasy elements of mind control, but it was still like realistic and it had a scientific explanation for everything.
Well, yeah, it's Marvel Universe,
Yeah.
so they
and Luke Cage also
Like, it's not-
he was
Yeah.
experimented on.
I think he was- he's an
experimented
experiment.
on.
I
And then fucking Iron Fist punched the heart of a dragon, and that's how he gets his
I can't
superpowers.
wait to see
How are
that.
they gonna fucking put that in?
He's
Like I know
a
they've got
living,
Thor.
breathing dragon.
Like I know they've got Thor in the Marvel universe, which is like magic. But even in Thor
'cause
2,
I mean-
fucking Natalie Portman's
I
like,
think
this
they-
is science. Like this is a science.
Because
This is
I mean,
magic."
well, mind you, even I think the Marvel heads were saying, you're never gonna see a Fing Fang Foom
What?
in an Iron Man movie because they're like, here's Iron Man where it's been pretty scientific so far,
Well-
but here's a dragon. So
Well, no, but see, Iron Man's main enemy was like Mandarin,
Which
and
they've alluded to.
But they've
No,
also
no.
alluded to a magical
They've-
Mandarin
did you watch
because they
the
something about the 10 rings.
Marvel one shot on the Blu-ray of Iron Man
No,
3?
I haven't.
that makes Iron Man 3 better?
Does it? Intriguing.
Yes.
Care to explain for me?
So the guy who was the Mandarin throughout Iron Man 3, which
Yep.
massive disappointment. He's in
Oh,
prison
boy.
and he's getting an exclusive interview for, saying, "Oh, this is what I did. I worked this. I'm making money." And then towards the end, the guy goes, "You know what? Fuck you." Beats him up a little bit. Gets broken out of prison by the actual Mandarin.
Ah,
You don't see anything. He goes, "Wait, who do you work for?" He goes, "I work for the Mandarin."
okay.
And he's got 10 rings, I think, on
the
his wrist.
symbol. Yeah.
And you see the 10 rings in the first Iron Man as well, which was the terrorist group.
Okay, interesting. All right,
Very
so
nice.
we're getting there.
we're getting there.
And I think that's it.
I think
Really?
I think
I think
We
we've
don't
hit
want to keep talking. You guys.
as much as everyone would love to hear.
we've got a lot of small like
Things we can maybe-
things.
Yeah, we can
If you
rattle
wanna
off
rattle off
We
quick.
we could. Why don't we
lots
just,
of Nintendo stuff.
yeah
Yeah.
a few Nintendo things. I thought that was like stupid. So
I didn't
Microsoft,
actually read this.
Microsoft said,
Like
"Hey
it's-
everyone on the internet, you should ask
Rare,
Rare if they want to make a Nintendo port for
which every
Rare Replay."
Nintendo
Yeah.
fan jumps.
Yeah, so
to
they
the
jump
Twitter.
to everyone tweets Rare,
Rare!
and Rare pretty much goes, "We can't legally because Microsoft owns the rights," and so I feel like it was just all around a dick move by Microsoft, just like, "Hey, guess what? Fuck you."
But I mean, it's like, okay, if you've got the exception of Minecraft, which is now a Microsoft property being shared around.
Is it Microsoft?
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
that's what I.
Oh, yeah,
read.
because it's no longer by Mojang.
No. So
And that's why it kind of just went. Stop.
yeah, it's like, okay, if you can put Minecraft onto there, you
Yes,
know.
because that was a joke that Microsoft is supporting the Vita more than Sony has.
That's actually.
So, anyways, any thoughts? Would you like to see Rare Replay on a Nintendo console one day? Because, like, I enjoy.
You played through.
I
did
love-
you just play like Banjo-Kazooie and that was it?
I played through Conker as well.
On Conker.
You got to play through Conker and a bit of Perfect Dark, but
Because they've already got their own virtual console system. So it wouldn't. Well, I'm pretty sure all Nintendo would need is the licensing. They don't need to make Rare Replay.
that's it.
They just.
It's more. I think it's more the issue of having a competitor's game on your
Yeah,
own console.
that's-
which is-
Well,
it.
considering that Conker and Banjo-Kazooie were originally released on Nintendo.
Well, I think not to take a dig, guys, but I think Rare Replay is probably one of the better games on Xbox One at the moment. So.
it really is.
Probably.
I'm just saying.
I haven't played it.
I'm
I don't
just
know.
saying.
Anyway, should we move on?
We should.
Are you guys keen
Smash.
for? We don't want to do Pokken.
Yeah, if I owned a Wii U, that'd be great.
True.
Well, I'm
Pokken
very
tournament.
excited for that. It looks like it's gonna be damn good.
I just want to be a giant green lizard.
Yeah,
Smacking a giant red lizard.
Who shoots your Christmas tree at its enemies?
Christmas tree behind.
Skeptile got announced.
Yeah, that's
That's where we're making the jokes.
Yeah. No, I was gonna talk. Okay.
Anyway.
So, do you want to say that? Because
So, this week we had our final Smash Brothers announcement. Direct.
final DLC.
Final ever. And the character we've all been waiting for.
Goku!
No, he's already in it.
He's like
Goku and Frieza are already in the game.
already. The
Just
character
Goku, Mewtwo.
people have been biting at the heels of Masahiro Sakurai. Karin from the new Fire Emblem game. Oh,
Fates.
Fates.
We'll see. Bayonetta is also.
But we
by the
got
way,
Bayonetta.
Bayonetta's also.
We
Which
got
is now
announced.
exclusively Nintendo.
Yeah.
It was on PS3. PS3
and
did
so
not support it.
If you don't like her with short hair, good news because she's got long hair
play
and
with-
short hair.
You know what I would love though? You know, did you play Bayonetta
Pausing the
2?
game and moving the camera to look at her ass
The-
in various moments.
Well, I've already. Not that anyone hasn't done that with Zero Suit Samus already, but
Okay.
did you play Bayonetta 2?
No, not yet.
Okay, Bayonetta 2 had a set of Nintendo costumes you could unlock.
Oh yeah.
Where Bayonetta would
I have seen these. I
would
have
dress
seen
up as Link or Fox or Samus. Would you?
pull like a Kirby, like if she just like neutral B,
I
she
really
just like
just
grabs
want-
someone and
I
wears their
really just
costume.
want like the giant Kirby with like these giant legs sticking out of his head when he takes Bayonetta's
when he
powers.
takes
But I would love to see if they did alternate costumes for Bayonetta.
That would be.
I
That
don't
would
with the
be
think they-
Nintendo costumes.
I don't think they will.
It would be
But
amazing.
an
But
interesting piece of trivia, well, I think it's interesting, which probably means it's boring, is that Corrin is the only character that is actually
I'm sorry.
released after Smash Bros.
Yeah. They're
Like-
promoting this.
But no,
Chap
that's interesting
we know
to
nothing
me
about.
because it's
Wait, what do you mean after?
so Smash Bros was released in 2014, but Corrin is 2015.
What's up with that? Like,
Yeah, like I just thought that's an interesting piece of trivia.
No,
I'm
I
sorry.
think my favorite thing was these are the highest most voted characters
No, Bayonetta
Well,
was.
Bay-
but
it was
that
ju-
was
it was-
available.
It was just.
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, people did vote a lot for Goku,
I think.
but like,
That was so many
how
votes.
fucking kick it's because they knew if they put Goku in the game,
You would just win.
you can't like. He could be like a You could pull a Ridley and be like, he's too big to be a character.
Oh, I just feel so sorry for the King K. Rool fans who
I know.
they're stuck with their wonderful Mii costume
Yeah, isn't that?
days on end.
That was such a bullshit like cop out
That is
thing.
such a cop out.
They were like, Mii fighters. Now you can play as any character you want.
Here's a
Except you
chocobo.
have to look like humans.
Why would you want to play as a chocobo?
Do you not?
Do you not want to
I
play
want
as
to
Chocobo?
ride a chocobo. I don't want to be a chocobo.
That would be a good item, actually.
What if someone
Like,
rode you as you were a chocobo?
Hello.
But anyway, Cloud was released.
Cloud's gonna get an amiibo.
Yes.
Well, they're all gonna get me.
They're all
I
getting
want
amiibos.
the Cloud amiibo.
Cloud, I'm enjoying playing as Cloud.
You are enjoying playing.
Did you have you downloaded?
I haven't downloaded
You
it yet.
haven't
I'm
downloaded
sorry.
I don't.
He only has his Japanese voice track, so there's no male voice. So, no
No male voice. Wow.
no English
Fine.
male voice.
But there's an
Um,
English female voice.
There's an English female voice.
Yes,
keep
because
it-
you can play as Cloud, the female, like you can in Corrin and Bayonet. No, not Bayonet. You can do
Just-
it with
Corrin. You can do it with Corrin. You can do it with Robin, and I think you can do it with another Fire Emblem
Is
character.
that the-
You can do it with Villager.
Oh, the villager. That's the guy.
You can do it with
Cool.
Villager. And
One of the things I do find weird about Cloud is his series logo. Is how everyone has like an emblem for their series. He just has FF. He doesn't. He doesn't get a Chocobo
Yeah, no, 'cause
or a
it-
Moogle or something.
he should have got the
Meteorite, I think.
yeah, the meteorite thing. That's what I would have put. But FF actually stands for fucking fantastic.
And on that note,
Just like this podcast.
Hey.
It's good.
All right.
See you guys.
Okay, so
This has been Double Dash Jump episode
3.
0003.
Whoa.
Episode 3, and we still don't have number 2 up.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Can you like? All right.
It'll be up.
Oh yeah.
We'll be like back to back.
Yeah. Soon.
episodes.
One
And
day.
you'll be like, oh my
we'll,
god, there's so many episodes now.
One
Yeah,
day when
everyone-
we get.
we're all gonna be like, where do these 5 episodes come from?
I think once we get like, I don't want to say like recognition, but like I feel as soon as we get a community almost, maybe we will be like
Whoa.
more pushed to.
Like,
Release.
support our beautiful
Yeah.
fans.
Well, they're already beautiful. They just aren't listening yet.
Such as... No, we don't have
We just-
fans
Oh.
calling in.
Do we want to
So there was a comment on the YouTube video.
We have a comment.
Hold on, let me just bring it up.
We have one comment.
Is this what we're gonna? Oh,
One
cool.
comment.
I
I think-
this. This is nice.
I think I know the one. I think
Like Aussie man rules or something. Like that.
yeah.
Aussie man.
I think it's
Hang-
Mikey.
Hang on, read it out. I'll tell you.
Hold on.
It's like you
Hold
fucking nerds or something.
Hold on. Yeah, pretty much. Hold on.
Hold on, ladies and gentlemen.
We are holding on.
Hold on.
I'm also going to hold on to the I'm also holding on to the table, guys.
Thank you to Wicked Ass Aussie for our very first comment.
Wicked ass Aussie, we love you.
Goddamn nerds.
Goddamn nerds. Can we get like an inspirational?
We will
like,
find you.
Can you just make everything
That's
black and
a
white and
t-shirt.
slow motion and you fucking nerds?
Well, goddamn nerds, in cursive.
Fucking nerds.
Yeah. Okay. So, do we want to say about? No, I've forgotten the words completely. Pulling a Ben. Do we want to say about reserves, or should we do that just?
We'll do that.
For another
Just on a
time.
website.
Okay.
In a website thing.
No, we'll cut it before this, and
Yeah. Okay.
I think we're
That's
done.
fine.
Okay, goodbye,
We're
guys.
done.